Saturday, May 19th, 2012 is a day that will live long in the memory of every Hearts fan. That afternoon, Maria Zaliukas climbed the steps at Hampden to receive the 2012 William Hill Scottish Cup. That journey, however, began in the very first week of the new year. Right now, let's relive that road to Hampden. The fourth round of the 2012 William Hill Scottish Cup saw Ayrshire junior club Auchinleck Talbot drawn against Hearts. Their travelling support was quite magnificent and better than many visiting clubs at Tynecastle. The media had this tie down as a walkover, but it didn't quite turn out that way.
Today's man in the middle is John Beaton as Auchinleck get underway. A huge match in their long and illustrious junior history. It's a neat exchange of passes now. It's Driver, a chance to deliver the cross. Well swept away though. Picked up by Black. Colin Spence faces him up. Mullen for Novakovas now. Blocking challenge there though by Gordon Pope. And once more. Referee getting in the way rather. Scatchell picks up for Driver now. This could be promising for Hearts. Trying to take on McGoldrick. He's done well. It's a great ball in. And Smith couldn't get there. Terrific ball from Andrew Driver. As Granger looks for the diagonal for Novakovas. Novakovas has done really well. He's gone down. It's a penalty kick. Well, Novakovas' trickery was just too much. And John Beaton says Gordon Pope was guilty of pulling down the Hearts winger. Well, Pope was misjudged the flight of the ball and he got wrong side of Novakovas. See just how much contact there is here. There's a tug in the jersey and perhaps contact between the legs as well. Gordon Pope booked for the challenge. And a chance for the young Hearts debutant Fraser Mullen to mark his first game in Hearts colours. Oh, what a save by Andrew Leishman! It's phenomenal stuff from the goalkeeper. Mullen forward for Scatchell. That's a good ball. Scatchell could be in here. He's got two defenders to beat. Can he score? Good save by Leishman and hacked away. More heroics from the Auchinleck goalkeeper. Scatchell found the room for the shot. Scatchell came inside. There's a deflection there as well, which didn't make it any easier for the goalkeeper. That's a terrific save from Andrew Leishman. Robinson for Jordan Morton. Clips it forward, looking for Glenn. Oh, mix up there, and it's into the back of the net. And Hearts have the opening goal at long, long last. Well, there was a mix-up between Andrew Leishman, who's had such a terrific game, and Gordon Smith was on hand to knock it into the empty net. It's so harsh on Auchinleck, but Smith just rifled it into the goal with Leishman lying on the deck. Well, it's so unlucky. Brian Slavin, the man colliding with Andrew Leishman, and Gordon Smith breaking Auchinleck Hearts. Jamie McDonald hasn't had a lot to do in this match, but he might see a bit of action before the game is out. Interesting tactics from Talbot, 2 or 3 players in offside positions as Young knocks it in towards the back post. Doesn't quite come off for them though. Cleared away. Return though to the edge of the penalty area. Rob's there, trying to get in. Oh, it's a great chance. Oh, he's offside. Oh, so unfortunate for Gordon Pope. He thought he grabbed an equaliser. Well, we're now in added on time. As Hearts pump it into the Auchinleck box once more. Pope clears. Mullen returns it. Driver can't pull it in. And out for a throw in. Can Talbot get it forward? To fashion one final chance. The answer is no. It's been a glorious performance from Auchinleck Talbot, marshaled by that man Tommy Sloan. A heroic performance, you could say. They held Hearts for so long, but finally it was Gordon Smith who grabbed the winning goal.
The fifth round of the William Hill Scottish Cup saw Hearts paired with fellow SPL side St Johnstone at Tynecastle. It looked like a tough one on paper, and indeed it took 2 games to find a winner.
Well, St Johnstone returned to the scene of a Scottish Cup success last season. They beat Hearts for the first time in the competition thanks to a Peter MacDonald goal. Hearts have had trouble with Saints this term, losing both here and in Perth as they seek a change of fortune this afternoon. Saints who won here by 2-1 in December. Watches Templeton, comes forward, opens up and scores! What a great individual goal for David Templeton, who scores for the first time in the Scottish Cup as a Hearts player. He feigned to go to the far post, dragged it to the near post. Hearts ahead after 10 minutes. Well, it was a nonchalant build-up, the ball inside by McGowan. Templeton looked to open up, but he snuck it in. There was a gap at the post. It's a fine strike off the right foot, dragged his foot across the ball, enough power in it. And what a great goal for David Templeton, and Hearts take the lead against St Johnstone for the first time this season. Doesn't work as planned for Hearts. Sandaza plays it through. Killian Sheridan's onside. He's glanced at the far side. Knew he was on and finishes in style. 10 men St Johnstone are back in the Scottish Cup tie. The goal scorer, Killian Sheridan. Well, St Johnstone's away record in the Scottish Cup is impressive. This would be 9 on the bounce away from home without defeat. A record stretching back to 2006. Forward it goes. McCracken sends it away. It's Hearts' first home draw of the season. Johnny Morris in the midfield. Out wide onto Lee Croft. Croft cuts inside, he's Murray Davidson there. He's taken a touch away from Morovic and finishes with 6 minutes to play. Murray Davidson, who scored in the last round against Brecon, has Saints ahead. Good play by Lee Croft. That's a fine finish from Murray Davidson. Anderson away. Stoppage time in Perth. Templeton onto Elliott. Clips it out wide from Suso. Brings it under control. Suso goes down. Referee says penalty. Alan Mabry is furious, but Brian Winter has pointed to the spot. And Hearts have a penalty in stoppage time. Suso dragged it inside. Alan Mabry adjudged to have knocked him over. Did he have room to get out the way? And both players are carded. The Hearts have missed 4 straight penalties. 4 different takers, starting with Jamie Hamill against St Johnstone in December. Can he find the net? He can! It'll be extra time in Perth. Hearts equalise in stoppage time, and Jamie Hamill is the goal scorer. Hamill with the corner. Hearts have pressed everybody up. McGowan tried to get there. Back off Manus, deflected off the bar. Comes inside, Zaliukas for the touch, and the goal! 3 minutes to play in extra time, and Marius Zaliukas has Hearts ahead. Well, Hearts brought everybody up here. McGowan tried to knock the ball through. Manis got it, seemed to hit from Webster onto McGowan onto the bar, but Marius Zaliukas finishes.
Next up, Hearts drew St Mirren at Tynecastle, where we enjoyed Craig Beattie's first goal for the club in a 4-goal thriller. Hearts scored 3 of the 4, yet the tie still went to a replay before we knew who would face Celtic in the semi-final.
2 Hearts wins and a draw in the 3 league meetings between the teams so far this season. Jamie Hamill and a Lee Mayer own goal was the difference in September here at Tynecastle. Then there was a goalless draw in Paisley. Then in January, despite being hamstrung by the red card to Marius Zaliukas and being 2-1 down, Hearts are now 5-2 winners. Zaliukas and Sutton bookending a really Scatchell hat-trick, and Hearts looking to start the match on the front foot immediately, and they're doing just that. Craig Patterson with me. You know what it's like to win the cup.
Yeah, but you've got to get there first, Liam, and these games are so important, and the start even more important. Try and get your game imposed on the opposition. Play in the opposition half. An early goal could be worth its weight in gold.
Long throw from McGowan looking for Beattie, headed away. Webster being clambered all over by Thompson, and then it's Zaliukas, the Hearts skipper. To get here, Saints have needed replays to knock out Hamilton and Ross County. It was also a replay that took Hearts into the quarters. After extra time against St Johnstone, after being pushed all the way by junior side Auchinleck Talbot here in the 4th round. McGowan. Teal couldn't control. St Mirren, of course, beat Hearts in the semi-finals on their way to their last triumph in the competition in 1987. It was a John Robertson hat-trick that beat St Mirren in a replay the last time the sides met in the competition in 1992, both looking to win the William Hill Scottish Cup. Thompson McLean going for the same ball. Black has found Beattie, who has found Elliott, who couldn't control. He was unlucky. Thompson. McLean 2. Much better area for a strike than they had a few moments ago, and it was about 15 yards further back.
Well, this is the one you can see the goalkeeper's worried. Everybody back for Hearts, every single maroon jersey back in that box. They know this is danger.
So, Carey with the left or Teal with the right? Which will it be? It is Carey. It is 1-0. Danny Granger will take the corner. He's got a horrible Scottish Cup story to tell from his time at Gretna. Didn't play in the final against Hearts in 2006 because he'd played for Brechin on loan. Didn't realise he wasn't going to be able to play until the day before the game. He'll take the corner. In for Beattie! And on his debut, Craig Beattie heads Hearts level in the cup tie.
Perfect header from the striker. I mentioned the centre-backs. He's there, the big play. You've got to mark him. You cannot allow him a free header. Good ball in. Decent run, great header, right in the bottom corner. You wonder about if there's a man at the post, he clears that, but take nothing away from Craig Beattie. Perfect header from a real good corner kick.
1 start, 1 goal for Craig Beattie. He impressed last week. He's impressed the home fans this week. He gets his Hearts career off and running. Zaliukas. Ryan McGowan. Elliott made a run. Here's Elliott playing for offside, not given. Onside, says the assistant. Elliott back to Black. Black. Oh, it's come right through. It has come in, but it's offside. It won't count.
Oh, wow. Craig Beattie did so well to get this on target. Perfect striking play. Get in the end of a ball. Just hoping it might come your way. Is he offside when that struck? He's not offside, he's onside.
That is a massive let-off for St Mirren. And it's Saints to get us back underway, and it's with Van Zanten to McGowan. Paul McGowan up against Danny Granger on this near side just now, looking to play in Teal. Black was there, but that was a foul by the former Scotland international Teal.
Just nicked the trailing leg of Ian Black. It'll be interesting at the start of the second half to see who gains control of the game. St Mirren flew out the traps. They dominated the first half, or certainly the early period. It'll be interesting to see if Hearts, having scored that equaliser, can do something similar in the second half, or will St Mirren get back into that passing rhythm they had.
How good was that from Stephen Elliott? Took it down well. He's back on the ball here. Elliott beaten away by Samson. Still there though. Samson again. Surely. Oh, what a chance! Elliott can't believe it.
Yeah, strange how, you know, the pendulum has swung to and fro, and it's still anybody's game.
Driver. Beatty's peeling away on this near side. Scatchell, Elliott, Driver, all waiting in the middle, and it's Scatchell! The comeback is complete! And what a surprise! It's Rudy Scatchell!
It's absolutely incredible, the record that this lad has against St Mirren. He tortures them, he continually scores against them, and I mentioned his shooting ability. Didn't expect it to come in the aerial route, but right place at the right time. And if you get a quality ball into the box, which is from Craig Beattie, it's half a yard, and that is a brilliant header from the midfielder. No chance at all for the goalkeeper, right in the bottom corner. What a start for Hearts.
What a signing Craig Beattie's turning into for Hearts though. Great ball in. It's not the cleanest of contacts from Rudy Scatchell. Hearts, their fans, Scatchell, the rest of the players won't care about that though.
Perfect start to the second half for the home team, and now St Mirren have got to show their mettle.
Hasselbank. Oh, McGowan's made a good run on the left-hand side. Here he goes. Still he goes. Black wants a free kick. Is this a chance for St Mirren? This is the chance for them. It's Hasselbank. Oh, this is a real opportunity. Great save from McDonald. Superb. Oh, it has gone in. Oh, would you believe it? Nigel Hasselbank has levelled things up for St Mirren. To St Mirren fans who are making the noise as Stevie O'Reilly ends a pulsating cup tie, I have to say, here at Tynecastle. Paolo Sergio and Danny Lennon will have to do it all over again on the 21st of March. That's a week on Wednesday in Paisley.
So referee Stevie O'Reilly gets us underway for the Scottish Cup quarter-final replay. And if this match is as good as the one at Tynecastle, then we're in for a treat. 2 apiece it ended. A really good cup tie at Tynecastle. It's the 5th time these sides have gone to replay in the Scottish Cup. Ball gets played out wide. Beattie on to Hamill. Hamill goes behind Scatchell, picked up by Beattie. Played through. Here's an early chance for Rudy Scatchell. Turns it just wide. 45 seconds on the clock, and already a chance for Hearts. And his top goal scorer, Rudy Scatchell, played in here by Beattie. Got the better of Mayer and just flashed it wide. Really good play from Hearts. Rudy Scatchell scored 9 times against St Mirren, but never away from home. And still sporting the black eye, gained in victory at the weekend. Nice passing by St Mirren, sent out wide by Thompson, onto Carey, and at left back. Carey floats it into box. Hasselbank tried to get there, didn't, and Jimmy McDonald has to turn it behind for a corner. A great ball in from Graham Carey. Hearts goalkeeper had to wait to see if Hasselbank would get a touch. He didn't. To fly across the goal. No touch from the striker. Good strong hand from the keeper. Danny Lennon realising his side were close. Paolo Sergio watching on with concern. Carey's corner. Headed away by Hearts. Back out to Carey. Hearts a little slow to get out to him. Whips in another ball. Solid header away from Beattie. Back into the mix it goes. Headed down. Goodwin with a chance. Deflected. And taken by Jimmy McDonald. It was Jim Goodwin with a hit. 2 goals this season. Played back in. Hearts got the header away, but Goodwin on the volley. Just took a slight nudge going through. Teal. Out onto Graham Carey. Carey into the middle. There's a handball against Zaliukas. Hasselbank finishes, but the whistle had gone. It won't count. The referee had blown his whistle and pointed to the spot. Well, Zaliukas, the handball clear for all to see. Stevie O'Reilly blew. Nigel Hasselbank will be disappointed here that the referee didn't wait a moment or two, but it was a clear handball. Graham Carey against Jamie McDonald. Carey gave his side the lead at Tynecastle, is denied. Wonderful save from Jamie McDonald. Low across to his left-hand side. That's a great penalty save, and it's disappointment for St Mirren. Saints pushing again. On the overlap is Gary Teal, gets the shot away. Well, Gary Teal on goal this season in the Scottish Cup against Ross County. This was well worked very quickly indeed. Teal on the overlap away from Hamill. Scatchell on to Black. Such an important player for Hearts. Out wide on to Beattie. Here's Andy Driver. He's got Scatchell inside. Went for goal. Turned away by Craig Sampson. Andy Driver looking for his first goal since August. Scored in European football. Denied here by Craig Sampson. Darren Barr playing well in the midfield. On to Hamill. That's a great strike! Off the post and away. The goalkeeper may have got a touch. It's spun off the post. What a hit from Jamie Hamill. It's gone behind. Goal kick given. Danny Lennon. Tommy Craig looking on. As we await the opening goal in St Mirren Park. Forward it goes. There's a hold there by Webster on Stephen Thompson. Stephen Thompson's furious. Stevie O'Reilly had a great view. So nothing wrong. Well, Stephen Thompson was certainly held. Up off the ground he went, and no penalty awarded. Referee was unconvinced. Must have felt the striker was backing in, but Hearts may have got a break. And Andy Webster. Webster, long ball. Flicked inside by Driver. Headed away, but gifted away again by Thompson. It's out wide. Granger sends it in. Away by McCausland. Jamie Hamill meets it. And Jamie Hamill scores. What a goal for Hearts. He kept it down brilliantly and found the corner. 31 minutes gone. Hearts have the breakthrough. McCausland played it away, and Hamill, well, you can't argue with the finish. It was perfect, it was precise, and Hearts have the lead. It's his first Scottish Cup goal for Hearts. And Jamie Hamill with a big wide grin as the visitors ahead. Ian Black sends it wide. Granger again with some room. On to Craig Beattie, such a hard-working player. Steps inside, he fancies the shot, goes for it. Sampson with a save, and it's nipped away before Rudy Scatchell could get in there. Good play from Lee Mayer. The Hearts are choosing to hit from distance tonight. Beattie stepped inside, scored in the first meeting of the sides just a couple of weeks ago, testing the goalkeeper. Well, St Mirren, just 6 goals in their last 10 games, need an equaliser in this second half. Trailing by 1-0. Here's David Van Zanten. He tries to strike, drags it wide. Can't add to his 7 goals in his time with St Mirren. This is his second spell. It's a decent effort, that. Carey, some fine passes. Clips this ball over, the goalkeeper goes up. He was under pressure, the ball is shot wide. Well, it was the 2 Stephen Thompsons, the number 9, adjudged to have taken out the goalkeeper. And the number 8, Stephen Thompson, then sent it wide. He was up. Stephen Thompson just into the face of Jamie McDonald. And the referee said free kick. Goalkeeper went down. Stephen Thompson fired it off target. Again, very relaxed. Lou Sergio, his side leading by a goal to 0. Clipped away, taken down again by Hamill. Shout for handball. Referee again in good position. Here's Craig Beattie. On to Rudy Scatchell. Scatchell tries the shot. Sampson with a save, and may have kept his side in the Scottish Cup. Picked up a deflection on the way through, but with 20 minutes to play, it's an important save from Craig Sampson. Away by Van Zanten. Turned back by Hearts. Rudy Scatchell will chase down Mark McCausland. McCausland flicks it over. Van Zanten loses out on Dandy Driver. Slips it inside. Chance here for Rudy Scatchell. Hearts are heading to Hampden. They'll play Celtic in the Scottish Cup semi-final. And the goal-scoring hero, as it always seems to be against St Mirren, is Rudy Scatchell. Mark McCausland was closed down by Scatchell, a little bit loose. Good play from Andy Driver, and Rudy Scatchell the control and lashed it past the goalkeeper. 5 minutes to play in New St Mirren Park. Rudy Scatchell makes it 2-0 Hearts. Great touch, and Craig Sampson had no chance. Rudy Scatchell takes the applause. It's his 10th goal against St Mirren. It's his first away from Tynecastle. Final few seconds of the Scottish Cup quarter-final replay. It comes back to Jimmy McDonald, who's played his part for Hearts tonight. As referee Stevie O'Reilly says it's all over, and Hearts return to the Scottish Cup semi-final for the first time since 2006. Paolo Sergio a shrug for Danny Lennon. Well, Danny Lennon will be disappointed. Rudy Scatchell supplying the final goal for Hearts in the 2-0 win. Handshakes all round. Good Scottish Cup tie. Both matches, the one at Tynecastle and the one here tonight. But it's Hearts who progress to face Celtic.
When the 4 teams went into the hat for the Scottish Cup semi-final draw, the Cynics just knew that Hearts would be paired with champion Celtic. And so it transpired. Hearts had beaten Celtic in the first league meeting of the season, but the other 3 had been won by the Glasgow team. They went into the game talking the talk, but could they walk the walk?
The stage is set for Act 2 of the drama that is Scottish Cup semi-final weekend. Who will play the lead this afternoon and who will have to be content with a supporting role. Celtic getting us underway. A tremendous atmosphere inside the National Stadium. Zaliukas getting his head to the ball early on. Mulgrew charged down by the willing Scott Robinson. Kelvin Wilson short. It's an excellent chance early on. And Fraser Forster quickly out to deny Stephen Elliott. But an early warning for Celtic that any complacency will be punished. Good goalkeeping by Forster. Stephen Elliott, 3 goals this season. Oh, great chance to add to them early on as Granger whips in the corner. It was met by Darren Barr. Commons. He was aware of Robinson's presence, but Robinson's done well against Mulgrew. Commons too, though, does terrifically to create the space for the cross. 2 Celtic players there. Lustig, one of them, picks up from Samaras. Surely a goal! How did that one stay out from Ki Sung Young? That's Charlie Mulgrew now. Oh no, it's Joe Ledley now. Back for Mulgrew. Wilson gives it away to Black, who sets Stephen Elliott off and running. Leuven's across to track him. Elliott's done well though. Black. Flick through for Elliott, for Scatchell into the back of the net. A tremendous opening to the second half for Hearts. Absolute joy among the Edinburgh fans, so too the Hearts players. It was Beattie, the architect. Scatchell, you can see, is just onside, and his composure was tremendous to fire it into the roof of the net. Round Forster, and Mulgrew couldn't get there. And Beattie, the substitute, playing an integral role in that opening strike. Shot from Black to Scatchell, who takes on the shot from distance and forces Foster into the diving save. Oh, Scatchell, full of confidence after that goal. Has put his side in front, and why not? Looking to add to his 14 goals for the season now. And here he's carrying something of a groin injury. Here's Scott Brown as Celtic press for the equaliser. Can't get through there though, as Hearts pick up through Beattie. Gets away from Lubens. Here's Driver back for Beattie. They've got 3 against 3 if they can move it quickly. There's Beattie going for goal, and he's not too far away from finding it. Well, he's looked highly impressive since coming on as a half-time substitute, Craig Beattie, and almost scoring against his former side. No more than a yard wide of Fraser Forster's right-hand post. Perhaps Celtic can force a goal here as Commons prepares to take the free kick. There's Key at the back post. He's hit the post once more from an almost identical position at the other end. And the pressure is mounting. Commons, a deep one this time. Rising highest was Mulgrew. Surely, how did that stay out? That is quite incredible. Again, it looked destined for the back of the net. It was Mulgrew, Klein, McDonald with a good save. And Anthony Stokes somehow directed this away from goal when it looked easier to score. Stepping away from a couple of challenges. Wanyama in for Ledley. Now Mulgrew. Here's Hooper! Celtic have got level at last. And it's that man, Gary Hooper. His first Scottish Cup goal for Celtic and his 23rd of the season overall. Well, is he offside there as the ball comes in? Danny Granger with plenty of options inside the penalty area. Pichinenko, there's Zaliukas, did that come off a hand? It's a penalty kick, it's a handball, and Hearts have a penalty in the final minute of the 90. Ewan Norris with another big decision to make. Certainly off the arm of Joe Ledley. What he knew about it is up for debate, and Celtic, having got the benefit of a debatable decision just a moment or so ago at the other end, perhaps on the wrong end of another debatable decision, and this could prove crucial. It looks like it'll be Craig Beattie, the man to step up and try to beat Fraser Forster, who saved a late penalty against Hearts at Celtic Park earlier this season. That one was from Egert Jonsson. This time it'll be Craig Beattie. We're into injury time. Surely a goal now would be the winning goal as Ewan Norris orders Fraser Forster back onto his line. Some mind games going on. Craig Beattie, the former Celtic striker, up against Fraser Forster, finds the back of the net, and Hearts are back in front. Craig Beattie rips off the top and celebrates with the Hearts fans. Oh, how he loved that, and how the Hearts fans are loving that. That's been inspirational since coming on at half-time. Straight down the middle, no chance for Forster, who dived left. He got his hand to it, but it wasn't enough as Beattie is booked for taking his top off. But he won't mind that too much. He has surely become the man, the match winner for Hearts. But it's do or die for Celtic now. Here's McGeoch trying to make it happen for Celtic. McDonald saves from Ledley. The man penalised at the other end for the Hearts penalty. McGowan can't get it clear, he does now, only as far as Mulgrew. Up against Prichinenko. Can he get it into the area, Charlie Mulgrew? He has to. He has done. Louvens, did that come off your arm? Celtic certainly thought so. Wanyama. McGeoch is away from Driver. McGeoch with a cross. Stephen McDonald's got to deal with that. He's done well. And Suso just thumps it clear. Hugh Norris puts his whistle to his lips and blows the full-time whistle. Hearts are into the Scottish Cup final for the first time in 6 years. They have beaten the SPL champions Celtic. It will be a Hearts Hibs final. On a historic occasion.